जिंदगी ऐसे ही कटेगी और सुबह 4 बजे उठ के सोचने में ये अभी तो बस शुरुआत है। किसी मैगजीन को हाथ में लेने में और उसी मैगजीन के कवर पेज पे होने में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वीआईपी सीट में और उसकी पिछली सीट में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वो जिसका मैदान ही खुला आसमान है, वही कल जमीन पर तो था। पूछोगे तो बताएगा वो पंछी। एक दायरे में सिमटने में और पूरी दुनिया को दायरा बनाने में बस इतना सा फर्क है। इतना कितना है? इतना है या इतना है? जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानपुर से दूर, अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और सातवें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा है। ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा है। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क है। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया।
Very good evening, everyone. Thank you very much for your time to joining this special webinar today. Franchise India is inviting all the passionate people who want to start consulting practice to become our partners in the business, what we are into. So Franchise India is last 25 years dedicated into franchise solution company. And on one side, we are working with investors very closely and hand in hand to help them to get them into business. Second side, we also work with all businesses, brands, and opportunities to increase their network, to build their franchise network on pan-India basis. It can be regional basis or out of India as well. My name is Sanjay. I'm CEO, Director at Franchise India Consultants Private Limited, wherein we have independent franchise consultants with us on pan-India in 97 cities today. We have more than 140 independent franchise consultants with us. And we are further growing and we are further expanding. That's why this special webinar has been organized to check wherein we are looking forward for new business partners in different cities. And in that regard, this opportunity webinar has been created. So independent franchise consultant is a specialist who helps how to start your own business. So how to start your own business specialist is independent franchise consultant. So what is Franchise India? It's a ready platform, how to start your own business platform. In this, Franchise India is offering three solutions. One is we help investments. So we help investors to invest in businesses which are fit for their markets, which are fit for their profiles also, and which are fit for as per their investments also. So that's the investment part. Second is we help in scaling. So we work with businesses, we help them scale up business, we help them to grow their business in different markets through franchising. So that's what scaling is all about. Third is how to exit out of your existing business. Suppose you have taken any franchisee earlier and now you want to exit out of that. We also help you to get a new investor for that. If you're a business owner and somehow you want to exit out of this business, you want to sell it to some other investor, we also help you to get a investor for your new business. So as I said, Franchise India 25-year journey. So we'll understand today what is Franchise India journey till now in 25 years, what we have done till now, how this journey is all about. Second, what is franchising in terms of as an industry, how growth, what is the growth in this and how big this industry is. Third, we will also discuss about independent franchise consultant opportunity, how it is rewarding and how it is financially making sense for some people who want to start the consulting practice, and what all we offer. We will run through a presentation. We'll give you understanding what we offer, how we have built this, and what is there for you. So that's also we keep on sharing with you. So please stay tuned. We have Q&A box in this webinar. Please do not raise your hand. We have a Q&A box especially for all your questions and queries, which you can have during our session in your Q&A box, and we will also understand where from you are coming, what is your background. We keep on asking you some questions also during this webinar. So please use the Q&A box to answer your these questions also. So today we have our team also joined with us. So from our head office, corporate office, we have our chairman, Mr. Gaurav Maria, also joined with us, who have built this industry, because franchising, as we said, we are 25-year-old. So franchising is not 25-year-old. Franchising is 7-decade-old. Franchising was happening before us also. But how it was happening, how people were buying franchisees. So we'll also understand what is 4F formula from our chairman, and how he has built this, what is his journey all about. That also we'll understand, and why Franchise India have started this brokerage business wherein we help investors hand in hand to take them through this journey and help them to find a right opportunity for them. We have also our team, my team, Samir has joined us from Chandigarh office. I have Shakti is joined from our Chennai office. I have Anurag, he has joined from Kolkata office, and I have Sridhar also with me from Mumbai office. So Franchise India have got network pan-India. We have different offices, and also we have built a structure wherein our independent franchise consultants are using our office full-time as well, if it is there in your city. Otherwise, now since the network has grown and a lot of people have now started their own small businesses also, so they work from their business also. So thank you very much for being there and attending this webinar. Please be there, use Q&A box, and we will come back to you some questions during the webinar. Please go and make it interactive, because we want this to be interactive. We want your all questions to come in so that we can also answer your all queries. So thank you very much, sir, for joining in, and we welcome also to this webinar. Over to you to take the perspective, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sanjay, and welcome, friends, and welcome to Independent Franchise Consultant webinar. This is a very, very special program we have, and Franchise India is proud that we are not only the largest network in India for franchise consultants, we are the largest network in the world for franchise consultants. So our network is not just limited to India. We operate in multiple countries, especially GCC and Asia, which is a part of Franchise India. So friends, what I'm going to do is, while we'll split the whole discussion into two parts, I'll give you a little bit how the journey really started, what is the program, what is franchising, and then I'll pass it back to Sanjay for running a formal presentation on how the IFC program really works. And as Sanjay said, let's make it very interactive, because I've done 4,000 webinars, and I feel that if you don't get any output out of it, which means for us, we are able to get to know you well, and you also get to know us well and the program well. So, and that can only happen if we introduce each other. So I'll do my introduction first, and then I will encourage all of you to also introduce yourself. So as Sanjay said, I'm Gaurav Maria. I started my career with telecom in 95. And I felt that the only thing I did right was my timing. So I did the right timing to join telecom at that time. I was never worked for anybody. I was an entrepreneur. So became a distributor for a company called SR, built a large distribution for telecom. That stint was very successful one. And then because I was young and I wanted to invest into many other businesses, which came attractive to me. And a lot of those businesses never worked for me. And I realized one very clear thing, that a lot of people like me also fail because they don't understand what is right for you. So I had a successful business in telecom, and then I went on to investing in many other businesses which didn't work for me. And that really clicked me that there are so many people out there who want to really start their entrepreneurial journey, but they have no guidance. And this was, friends, the foundational piece which started Franchise India. So Franchise India was started with one very simple thought, that anybody who's looking to start an entrepreneurial journey, we can help. We can go and help them in terms of making the right choices, what businesses they can invest on, and take them through the whole 9 yards. So Franchise India started in 1999, and I can tell you with complete honesty, there was nothing like that available in this country. So if you want to buy a business, you will only go to your friends or family, or sometime I, on lighter note, say, go to fools, who don't understand what they're doing. And you get into investment, which might not be right for you. And I know a lot of people actually are not able to even make a decision to start a business because there was nobody to guide them. And with this simple thought, we thought we should create an institution which can help people to start their own business. And Franchise India was born. And Franchise India, when it started, it was not easy. It was not easy because we were in an age where internet was not there, technology was not there. Reaching out to investors was very, very difficult task. We had classic marketing structures. And so we started putting the foundation. So we started with a magazine in 1999, which is called the Franchising World. And then we started another magazine called Retailer, which is a retail magazine. And then we started the world's biggest magazine brand is called Entrepreneur. Or rather, I have a copy in front of me. I can show you. This is the brand. So this magazine is #1 in the world, and we run for Asia. And that was a very, very powerful decision. We did a joint venture with Entrepreneur. And actually, my journey was of my introduction to franchising started with this magazine. When I used to live in US and I got hold of this magazine, I was so excited that there was something which can give me opportunities and I can go through and diving. And there was no media. I rather told the chairman of Times of India once and say, I used to read Economic Times, but I used to feel there is nothing for me because I was talking about the large companies, how they're growing or shares, which I can invest on. But if I had a small business, I wanted to start a business, there was nothing available on the shelf. So we're very proud that we became the first opportunity media in this country. So I call it opportunity media because you go to our shows, you go to our read our magazine, you'll find opportunities. And that's what people want. That's what young entrepreneurs want. They want to see more and more opportunities. So Franchise started with that mission. Today, we are a 1,200 people company. We operate in 95 cities in India. We help, as Sanjay said, at 3 levels. One level is investors. So any investor who's around looking to start a new business, we help them. I think the backup would start. The lights have gone. So any investor who's looking to start a business, we help them. We also help brands which are now looking to grow. So brands which want to scale their business, we help them. And we also help businesses which want to look at exit. We help them also to find an exit. So we are a platform today to help investors looking at starting a new opportunity, brands which want to scale, and people who want to exit. So that's what franchising does in 95 cities. We have a phenomenal amount of IFC network. Today, we have 140 IFC partners who operate almost full-time on this business, and they have built their own consulting practice to advise people how to start a business. A little bit on franchising, because when you want to really look at a career opportunity, you should know how this industry is growing, how the industry is moving, what is happening in the industry, and I'll talk about that. But let me start with the first question of asking you, and you can use the Q&A box. There is a Q&A box at the bottom where you can answer your introduction. So please introduce yourself. If you're a professional, which means that you're doing some job, write P. If you're a business owner, which means that you're running some form of business, write B. If you are somebody who's already a management consultant, which means that you are doing some kind of consulting, training, coaching, some kind of experience you have on management consulting, write MC. And if you are in a career change, which means that now you're looking for a new career, you closed whatever you were doing, write C. So 4 simple choices: P for professionals, B for business, MC for management consultant, and C for career change. And let me read some of the names which are writing. So Mr. Ali is a professional. He's also an MC. Piyush is, welcome Piyush, he's a professional. Mr. Popat is a business owner. Kamal Sarna is Sharma is actually a business owner. Jitesh, welcome. He's a C. C is a great time, Jitesh. I see when you are in a career change, that is a time of choice. You can make great choices because now you can reflect what is right for you, and then you can make the right choices. Mr. Ghosh is a business owner. Ayush is a business owner. Rajesh is also a C, is looking for a change now. Rajesh Shah is a professional. Parikshit is a C. Mitesh is a P. Mr. Modi is a professional. So very good. So a lot of people are written. Some are not written. I would encourage them also to go out and write, because more you tell about yourself, we will be able to understand better. Mr. Sahu is he's an advocate. So he's practicing his own practice in Bhubaneswar. And that's good. That's very encouraging. And also some are writing their cities. So Mr. Joshi is from Bombay, but currently in Mozambique. Okay, that's interesting. And somebody is from Pune. So team, please keep looking at the respective people who are writing, and you can also acknowledge them on the WhatsApp chat. So if you can just reply, so it will be helpful. So let's get started. So what I want to do is I'm going to talk about a little bit on franchising, because sometimes you don't know too much on the industry. And if you don't know the industry, you will not feel excited, because the very important thing in my life I've learned, whenever you look at new career choice, it's two things which are very important. One is total addressable market. How big is the total addressable market? Is it big enough for all of us to exist and continue to make money for years to come? That's very, very important. I call TAM. TAM is the very, very important aspect. And second is the timing. So if you go right on these two things, it's very difficult to fail, right? If you have the right addressable market and you have the right timing of getting into that, you cannot go wrong. Largely, you cannot go wrong unless something really happens. So I tell you, and not that I'm in this business for now 25 years, but I can tell you the opportunity of franchising and its timing is now. As we speak, it's now. Look, I was there in a show in France about almost 1 week back. And I've been going to this show for 16 years. And if I go to a French company and talk in English, they would not respond. And if they see my face, that I'm a brown face coming from India, they will further not respond, right? And if I go and tell somebody and say, look, I want to be interested in taking your brand to India, the last thing to talk about, right? So that was 15 years back. This time, I was there. Every single company wanted to take appointment. In just about 1.5 days, I was there in Paris. 39 large companies approached me for entering India. And they are now writing mails. They don't normally will respond to you on weekends, and I think they are all looking to this entire thing. So it's not really the timing of franchising. It's the timing of India, which is right. So there is so much happening in this country today from a market entry viewpoint. Nobody wants to leave these 1.3 billion people who can now afford more, and they will continue to afford more. So you are in the country which has the right timing now. Now let's understand the total addressable market of franchising in this country. Every home has somebody who's looking to start his own business. Every home in this country. There are students who are studying in colleges. They are thinking on starting a business. You know, we've just launched a beautiful video. We'll show you, if I think Sanjay can search, we'd like to show you on this piece, or Sanjeev is there. Sanjeev can show that video. We just launched with very popular actor, a brand. And this video has gone viral. It's just been released for 2 days back. Rajkumar Rao is a popular Bollywood star. And we just did for one of our brands, created a video on how franchising really works. And I can tell you, we have received in just last 2 days, almost 5,000 inquiries for this brand to people want to do that. Because the opportunity is so serious. Opportunity is so serious that everybody wants to start some business of their own. Sanjay, by the time I'm talking, you can find out if that video can be arranged. We can show our audience so they can understand where we're taking. So the addressable market in this country is every home has somebody who wants to do that. It might be a husband working, but wife is not doing, they want to do something for her. It can be a couple which decides to start their own business. It can be a young guy whose father supports him or, with some money and he wants to start his franchise. Anybody who's looking to start his entrepreneurial journey prefers franchise over his own startup, because franchise businesses are much safer than your own startup. And we are living in this country where every year we have over 200,000, 2 lakh and above new companies being formed. I'm not saying company starting a new business. It's a new company has been formed in this country. So such a large addressable market is there. And we are the only player in this space, which is very surprising. 25 years, everybody knows Franchise India. People have come to our shows and that thing, but nobody built the capabilities we build. So we are alone in the space where the addressable market is that large. Franchising is $4.7 trillion industry. Now, if you don't understand that number, Indian GDP is 3.5. So it is bigger than Indian GDP. If it would have been a country, it would have been the fourth biggest economy in the world. It's a $4.7 trillion industry. So what I'm trying to say is that we are in a perfect timing and the industry is very, very large. So if you are able to be part of this successfully and with the company, which is the number one company in franchising globally, there is no company, you can Google it out, which is even 1/10 of Franchise India size. Your partner with a company which has sold more businesses than anybody else. So we have a punchline saying, nobody sells more business than Franchise India. So if your timing is right, your industry you chosen is right, and you partner with a company which has more experience than anybody else, there is a very difficult way you can fail. But you can still not be successful in this business if you don't understand consulting, which means you're not putting time. So time is very, very important. Extremely important for us that you bring in time. The whole program is based on return on your involvement and return on your intelligence. I call there are 3 ROIs which people should see. One is return on investment, one is return on intelligence, and one is return on involvement. In our business, it's a very small investment. So return on investment has no meaning to me. In our business, return on intelligence and involvement are the 2 critical pieces. So our joining fee is just 4.5 lakh rupees. And people who make, like one of my IFC partners this month alone would make 25 lakh rupees in single month. So it cannot be return on investment. Even if I told you that you pay 4.5 lakh rupees and I'll give you that 4.5 lakh rupees in 3 months back to you through your payout, it's still not very exciting for some people because they might be getting a job and making in job maybe 2.5 lakh rupees salary. They would not leave their job and come to Franchise India unless and until they have a potential to make 5 lakh rupees a month or 10 lakh rupees a month. So return on investment is not a criteria. Our criteria is return on involvement and return on intelligence. So if you have that time availability and you devote yourself on learning, you have somebody who has curiosity to learn every business and every opportunity. While we give you that opportunities, but you are having that curiosity to learn, you cannot go wrong. Because the 3 combinations which are very important, which is total addressable market, franchising, which has a very high growth path, and joining with Franchise India, which is the most experienced company. So if you bring your time and ability, we'll make sure that you are very, very successful. What kind of support we provide you? We call the MOST, M-O-S-T. M stands for mentoring. All our consultants who join, they need a lot of hand-holding in the first 3, 4, 5 months. So all the senior people sitting there, like Sakti is joining us from Chennai. He has a phenomenal experience on working on franchising for many, many years. And more importantly, in the market of South India, which is he handles markets of Kerala and Tamil Nadu. The entire market comes under it. And he has phenomenal experience. He worked with all the companies, and I let him speak with all the most experience, the biggest chain in salon in that market. He was part of the building of that business. Sai, who comes from Bombay, he works with his partners in that market. Sumir works in North India. Anurag works in Calcutta. Then we have also Venkatesh, who's not joined in, who works in Andhra, Telangana, and Karnataka. So we have people deep down, and more importantly, Sanjay. Sanjay is obviously CEO and director of the business, and he works with every single partner and mentors them. So our teams mentor you, guide you through, do joint calls with you, come with every single discussion so that you are able to understand how the consulting practice really runs. Then second, O stands for opportunities. Franchise India, any given point in time, has exclusive mandate from brands on helping them to grow in the market. So which means that when you start with us, we give you 500 plus brands, which you would start representing in your region. Say somebody said, I'm coming from Bhubaneswar. The day you start, after your training, you will represent 500 brands in Bhubaneswar that anybody wants that brands would have to come to you. Third is S, sport. We can give you a lot of support through leads. So all the leads qualified for people who are interested to take a franchise would come from us. So we have 3 levels of filters. Our call center would call them, we get them into a webinar, then these leads are mapped to you. And then also our senior leaders work with you to do some calls with you so that you understand how to pitch an investor. And finally, T, where I'm also involved, is training. I do full training myself, where you trained on how to build your own consulting practice. So friends, this is the kind of sport and structure comes in. So we are looking for a very like-minded partners. I rather come for this webinar and only for one perspective. And I tell the team also, we are in rush, but not in rush. I don't want to take anyone who is not successful with us. Absolutely. Because we are successful. We know our industry is very successful, and we need only partners who can be successful for us. So if you are not having the time or you're not committed to be a consultant, then maybe this is not right for you. We have another opportunities which we can help you. But if you are somebody who believes that you have the same DNA like we have, we enjoy. I do 300 meetings every single month. I would do higher than that, but nothing less than 300 meetings every single month. And I enjoy it. Rather, the best thing I like is to sit across clients and understand their problem, help them to strategize how they can grow their business, meet investors who are looking to invest their capital. So that's what I like doing. And almost all of us like doing the same thing. But if you have that same DNA and you feel that you have something in you which tells you that you can be a great advisor and great consultant and you can help and build value in other people's life, then this is a great opportunity for you. So now I'll give it back to Sanjay to run a presentation. Sanjay, you got the video?
Yes, sir, it's ready. We can play this.
Okay, let's go and see the video. This is a very interesting video. This is in history of franchising, first time done, that we have created an opportunity which common man can also take.
Hope it is visible.
Yeah.
Here we go.
ये है छोटू मिश्रा। आज इनके बिजनेस की सालगिरह है। आपको लग रहा होगा कि ये जिम्मेदार, समझदार और काफी होशियार।
Hope its audio is there.
Yeah.
पर हमेशा से इनकी लाइफ ऐसी है। कुछ काम कर लिया कर, पहली पुलाव पकाता रहता है सारा दिन। जब मैं तेरी उम्र का था ना, तो पहली मोटरसाइकिल खरीदी थी अपने पैसों से। छोटू मिश्रा को हमेशा से ही कुछ अपना करने का। देखिए, अरे पापा ये वाकई ना हो पाएगी। एक दिल्ली के सामने देखता रहता है सारा दिन। हवा में महल तो कोई भी।
I think there's something wrong.
I have to replay. I think there's some correction in this.
ये है छोटू मिश्रा। आज इनके बिजनेस की सालगिरह है। आपको लग रहा होगा कि ये जिम्मेदार, समझदार और काफी होशियार। पर हमेशा से इनकी लाइफ ऐसी है। कुछ काम कर लिया कर, पहली पुलाव पकाता रहता है सारा दिन। जब मैं तेरी उम्र का था ना, तो पहली मोटरसाइकिल खरीदी थी अपने पैसों से। छोटू मिश्रा को हमेशा से ही कुछ अपना करने का बहुत था। देखिए, अरे पापा ये नौकरी ना हो पाएगी हमसे। अरे धंधा करना भी कोई सबके बस की बात है क्या? शेख चिल्ली के सपने देखता रहता है सारा दिन। अरे हवा में महल तो कोई भी बना ले। अरे घर से बाहर निकलो, नौकरी ढूंढना तब पता चलेगा क्या होता है। छोटू एक ही बात कहता है। सुनो, एक नया बिजनेस आइडिया आया है। मैं ना एक ऐसा ऐप बनाऊंगा जिसमें आप जो पढ़ना चाहो पढ़ सकते हो, जो सीखना चाहो सीख सकते हो। इस ऐप की सबसे यूनिक बात यह है कि एक बार जो आपने पढ़ लिया ना और उसे सीख लिया, तो उसे पढ़ा के उसी चीज से पैसे भी कमा सकते हो। हाँ? अरे फेसबुक चला तो तुमने कुछ छोटी चीजें सीखा है।
नहीं चला तो क्या करेगा?
इस आदमी के चक्कर में मेरी पगार
लगता
इतने पैसे कहाँ से आएंगे बेटा?
तुमसे ना हो पाएगा भैया।
नौकरी कर ले, नौकरी। ऊपर वाले नए नए आइडियाज लाकर थक गए। अब आप ही बताओ क्या करना है। अब फिर यूं समझो कि ऊपर वाले ने छोटू की सुनी। दिन में कमाई चालू, सच्ची? अच्छा, पर देखने में तो करोड़ों का इन्वेस्टमेंट लग रहा है। ओके, फिर क्या था? चंद हफ्तों में शुरू हुई द न्यू शॉप की फ्रेंचाइजी और पूरा हुआ छोटू का बिजनेस करने का सपना। न्यू शो बिजनेस करने का सबसे नया तरीका फ्रेंचाइजी इंक्वायरीज आर
So friend, this is a 24/7 concept. It's lines of 7-Eleven. We launched it. We did 125 transactions in 45 days, in last 45 days. And we have taking this brand from a mandate to about 1,000 franchisees within this year. So, and Franchise India has 750 mandates for companies from very, very established multinational large companies, Indian organizations, mid-size, and a lot of startups. And because we are a startup nation in India, we will get a lot of startups. So friends, this is a great program where you can really build a huge amount of value and help others to start their business. We also know that it's a very responsible business because you are advising and guiding people to invest their capital. So you have to be very, very careful in terms of that guidance. And that's where we train you that what kind of brands you need to represent, how you choose the right brands in your market. All that is done by us. So we have a very extensive 3-day training, which is done at headquarters. Out of that 3 days, I take 1 full day on training. And these are different modules we do on deal making, how to get a business onboarded. Like somebody was saying that we should do franchise consulting. That's exactly what we do. So we help companies to build sustainable franchise models and then help them to scale. Even large companies like Jio, I'm very proud that Jio was developed by us. So Unilever is our client, Procter & Gamble is our client, Mahindra is our client, Tata Chroma is our client. So all these large companies all work with Franchise India at different capacities for their franchise expansion. So over to you, Sanjay, for taking the discussions ahead and taking the presentation. Also, friends, please share your city, which city you're coming from, and so that our senior team can capture that which city you come from, and then they would reach out to you. And after that, they would also set up an interview call with me before they can even finalize. It's very important because I need to know which part you're coming from. Like there's somebody from Dhanbad, Mitesh, a great location. We just did a show in Dhanbad, Franchise India show about 2 months back, and we got 280 people attending that show. And that's the power of, and so a small show, and 280 odd people came for meeting because people have, look at Dhanbad. Like, how many people are there who want to make good money? Maybe they want to have earnings. Is there a job opportunity available in Dhanbad? Nothing. So everybody has to do something of their own, right? Is there any consultant in Dhanbad which I can go and say, can you give me an opportunity I want to take? Nothing. So one of my largest performing partners actually come from Jharkhand and Bihar. They're the top class partners we have there because this market is so hungry in those regions because there is no job opportunities. Everybody has to do some business of their own. And we have opportunities starting from as low as 5-10 lakh rupees business to 500 crore business. Anything in between, we can help people to choose from us. So thank you very much. Thanks for your time today. I will have to be excused and I'll pass it on to Sanjay for leading the discussion. There are some Abhishek ji is from Patna. There's a gentleman from Guwahati. Guwahati, again, great market. Every time we do the show, rather there are 2 people from Guwahati. And Rajesh is from Jalandhar. Rather, my first show I started was called Business Opportunity Aapke Ghar, which I did in 2000. And I did Amritsar, Jalandhar, Ludhiana, Patiala, Chandigarh, Shimla, Panipat, and Delhi, right? And that time the brands I used to represent were NIIT, Archie's Gallery. So those kind of companies were there. NIIT was a foundational company, which I'm very proud that Franchise India worked on. But these markets were hungry. These markets were so hungry in terms of business. Now we're doing a brand out of Jalandhar called Lovely Sweets. So we are taking their sweet brand to entire Punjab. So that's how our opportunities work. So friends, I will be more than happy to have a discussion with you on specifically in your market, how you really design that market. Because all that what we have coming is a huge amount of experience, and this experience can really help you to choose your own consulting practice also with us. So over to you, Sanjay, and there's somebody from Jammu also. Jammu also is a phenomenal market. Again, the region itself is a feeder to both J&K and big market. Rather, 2 of my senior guys sitting on that call are actually from Jammu. Sanjay is himself from Jammu, and Sumer is also from Jammu. while they have shifted now. Sumit sits out of Delhi, Chandigarh, and Sanjay is in Delhi, but they both are from Jammu. Again, great market. I done many seminars myself there. I remember there used to be a small hotel called KC Regency, where we used to do, and then we started doing in some other bigger hotel, ITC, I think, built. But we have done a lot of events and business there in every market. So great. Over to you, Sanjay, to get started on this. Okay. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for your time, sir. And thank you very much, everyone who have joined us today, being there for last now 40 minutes. So we'll have another 20 minutes. We'll take the presentation and give you understanding about what is all this business all about and how we have structured the IFC program. And that will give you a complete understanding what you get and how is your journey with Franchise India as an IFC elite member. So I'll take this presentation and please confirm my team if screen is visible.
Visible, sir. It is visible.
All right.
Visible,
Great.
sir.
So what we offer is tablet. So tablet would mean T stands for technology. We'll give technology. We'll create a CRM for you, and this CRM we will have a domain, Franchise India domain, and email address for yourself, wherein you can use Franchise India domain and start communicating with all investors, brands, and every day your work will start. And A stands for access of framework infrastructure. We have got around 40 offices today, all across India, and these offices all available for all of you. If you are there in, suppose, Pune, we have our office in Kharadi. It is there in World Trade Center. You are in Mumbai, you can use our Mumbai office, Chennai, Bangalore, Kolkata, anywhere you are, or you can reach out to your investors, brands, invite them to office, have your meetings in our office. So you have complete access to our all offices what we have. B stands for brands. So we have more than 1,000 brands today. And these brands are available for everyone to sell further. And we every day launch a new brand also that also keep on adding every day. So L stands for lead structure. As per leads are concerned, so we have 50 leads guaranteed, leads which are we give every month. And later on, we will build your brand portfolio, whichever brand you start working. We'll also give you leads for those brands. So you can have brand A, brand B, brand C, brand D, any brand you choose to drive, we will generate leads for that particular brand, and those brands will be given to you. Now, for example, we just ran a video, which was TNS, the new shop. If you want to drive new shop is available for Pan India, and you want to drive in your markets, and we will generate leads for new shop and give it to you, and then you will talk to them and only align a meeting with the brand, and then we'll start converting the deals. E stands for events. So we do events across India. We are an event company, so you don't have to pay anything, which is going to be organized by Franchise India. We invite investors, we invite brands, and all the investments in marketing, lead generation, everything would be done by us. You do not have to pay anything for lead generation. And T stands for training. So as we said, we have 3 days training in our corporate office. And this training, we invite new batch, and then they will be having in-depth training on products and all the fundamentals, what Franchise India, the processes, what we have, how to do this business, know-how of the business will be given. And chairman himself will be having 1 full day with all my new IFC partners who will be coming to our Delhi office after getting the selection done. So there is a process how we work, and once we are working with you, then we will start working with you further to build your structure. So what is proposed structure of my IFC program? IFC program has been built and designed in such a way wherein someone who is putting more time have an opportunity to grow faster, and someone who want to have even more time, you want to have more quick revenue, you want to have quick payouts, you want to grow more. So we have IFC Basic, IFC Elite, IFC Pro, and IFC Master. These are 4 tiers which we have created. Now in this, someone who would want to join at IFC Pro or a Master anywhere, it's not possible because we have standardized program which is IFC Basic. So once you join IFC Basic, then you start working. We will help support further. Once you hit 15 lakh rupees of revenue, you will be going for the next section, and that will be elite. So once you become IFC elite, and then there is a different revenue structure sharing with you. And once you hit 50 lakh rupees revenue or 30 deals. Deals would mean that we are a transactional business. We do transactions for businesses. So if you do deals, 30 deals in a year, so you will go to IFC Pro. And if you'll hit 1 crore rupees business, you will go to IFC Master. So it is going to be changed drastically, going to change from 1 to second, second to third. And that is how your payout structure has been created, which is in my second slide. So I'll throw a little more light on this. Once you join as an IFC basic, so IFC basic would mean you get all the training program for our side. You attend brands, you attend brand trainings, and which is every day we do. You can also choose to have brands which are fit for your markets and fit for your profile. Or if someone is coming from a retail segment and you want to have retail brands in your portfolio, that's also we do. So we'll help you to build your brand portfolio initially, and later on, once you know how to do that, you can do yourself also. But otherwise, all brands, around more than 1,000 brands are there with us today. All are ready for you, all are available for you. So you can choose to drive any brand, and then you can also work with investors hand in hand. If there is any query, any lead which is coming from particular brand, you can also you can share that brand details, and you can do deals for any brand, whichever possible. Also, there is no area restriction. This is also very important. There is no area restriction. Suppose if someone is from Guwahati. Now, Guwahati, you are there, you can get any investor who is from anywhere. He's from Delhi. You can also start working with them and create this deal between investor and the brand, wherein brand is also helping you out. So it is in your kitty. So there is no restriction, there is no barrier in terms of regions and locations. So it is open not only in India, it's internationally also open. So if you are sitting in India, you are working with some investor who is in any other country, but he is Indian, he want to set up his business in India anywhere, you can further work with him and can share this detail and can do the deal also. So there is no barrier of the location or territory as well. So how is your payout structure? So ladies and gentlemen, please be focused on this slide, because this is a payout structure, how we do. And later on, once we have a one-on-one interaction with each one of you, so we'll give you more details about this, but otherwise we'll take you through. We work with two banks. One bank is Investor Bank. The database which we have from investor side is I. I stands for investors. And then there's our brands whom we work with. The B stands for brands. So when we are working with two communities, investors and brands, so here I stands for investor, B stands for brand, IA stands for investor acquisition, IS stands for investor servicing fees, BS stands for brand servicing fees, and BD stands for business development. So from investor side, we have two products. From brand side, we have two products. Now, please understand, we are working with two communities. What we do, we are matchmakers. We do matchmaking between investor and the brand, right? So one is the investor who want to buy a franchisee, that we call as, technically we call it as a franchisee, and someone who is offering franchise, companies, businesses, brands, we call them franchisor. So franchisor and franchisee. So we do the deals in between. So investors will pay us a small fee for taking him on board, that we call IA, investor acquisition fees. Then once we start servicing that investor, we find a franchise. It may take a week's time, 10 days time, 1 month time, 2 month time, or 3 month time. So once we are done with the deal, and investor will also pay us some servicing fees, which becomes IS, investor servicing fees. And at the same time, whichever brand you are selling to the investor, that brand is also paying us a success fees or servicing fees, that becomes BS. So all these three products, we charge some fees. Now, when we talk about IA, we charge 25,000 rupees from the investor to get on the board. So when, as a consultant, we have to work with someone, then we need to know that if I'm servicing someone, he is there with me. So what is the guarantee otherwise, that we are servicing him for a month or two, but then he will not buy from you, he is not coming back to you. So that's why we charge a fee, which is an onboarding fee from the investor, And because as a consultant, we are giving our time, our product is time. So I'm utilizing my time. So that means we should know that if I am servicing someone, so he is already registered with me and he will definitely buy from me. So that's why we charge some fee from the investor side, because if he is looking forward for some kind of investment, which is up to 20 lakh rupees, so we charge 25,000 rupees as a fee. Now this 25,000 rupees will become IA, investor acquisition charges. Then we service that investor, he will pay us a servicing fees of 50,000 rupees once the deal is closed. So that becomes IS. And then BS stands for brand servicing fees, which is different in different brands. Because once we take brand on board, we also discuss what is the fee every brand will pay me for getting the deal done. So that becomes BS, right? Somehow it is 1 lakh, which is minimum in low cost opportunities. Somewhere just 2 lakh, 5 lakh, 10 lakh, 15 lakh also coming from the brand side. So if I'll give you a calculation, just for your understanding, if you start working, let's say you are working with 10 investors in a month and you onboard these 10 investors. Now you want to work only with only these 10 because who is onboarded, who is paid, who are serious in this business, and you work with only these 10. Now let's say you are taking 25,000 rupees from these 10 investors, that becomes 2.5 lakh rupees. So 2.5 lakh rupees is coming to Franchise India. You get 40% of 2.5 lakh rupees, right? Now 2.5 lakh rupees, 40% would mean a lakh of rupee. So if we get 2.5 lakh rupees, 1 lakh rupees will go to you. That's 40% on IA. Then you will start servicing these investors who have onboarded with you, and any deal which is getting closed any point of time, but IS fees is becoming, it's a confirm that you will get this IS fees later on once the deal is closed. Suppose one deal is closing after 15 days, then 1 month, 2 months, any time, but then business is booked on your name. So that would mean investor will pay IS fees also. That was investor servicing fees, which is confirmed because he has already paid us an acquisition fee. He will buy franchisee from you, and he will pay us minimum 50,000 rupees from each deal, from each investor. So you will get 50,000 rupees from all these 10 investors who have paid you a fee to hire you as a consultant, because you have to find a franchise opportunity for him. So it takes a little time, but business is booked for you. So all these 10 will pay 50,000 each minimum. Minimum why I'm saying, because someone is looking forward for a little higher, maybe 50,000, 50 lakh rupees. Someone is looking forward for any category he is falling in. So we have up to 20 lakh rupees, 50,000 rupees, which we charge. And someone who is going from 20 lakh to 50 lakh rupees, so then there's a different charges we charge. And again, 50 lakh to 1 crore, there's a different charges. 1 crore to 5 crore, 2 crore, then there's a different charges. What I'm calculating is on basic, which is minimum, which is 25,000 rupees from the onboarding fee perspective, which is IA. IS is 50,000 rupees from each investor. So 10 becomes 5 lakh rupees. Again, of 5 lakh rupees, you will get again 40%, would mean you'll get 2 lakh rupees out of 5 lakh, which is 40%. At the same time, BS stands for brand servicing fees. Suppose we have a brand which is a PC Jewelers. If you have heard about PC Jewelers, this is a Delhi-based public listed company. PC Jewelers is a jewelry company. We work with jewelers, PC Jewelers, and this is a 10 crore rupees opportunity. Now, in this 10 crore rupees, if we sell a franchisee, we are getting, as a Franchise India is getting 10 lakh rupees success fees from one deal. So suppose 10 lakh rupees Franchise India is getting, you get 40% of this 10 lakh. So would mean if you do one deal of PC Jewelers, you get 4 lakh rupees in one deal, because we get 10 lakh, you get 4 lakh. So 4 will go to you, 6 will go to Franchise India. Initially, that's the percentage, 40% will go to you, 60% will go to Franchise India. Initially on all these 3 products. And fourth is BD, would mean that once you're looking forward for any brand onboarding, you want to take a brand on board, you have to just give us a reference. your city. If anywhere you get a reference, it can be from your city, it can be pan-India, it can be anywhere in India. You can just pass on that inquiry to us. We will help you. We'll work with you. We'll have a call. We'll have an understanding. And then we will take that brand on board, everything, PPT, presentation, proposal, everything we will send. And we'll also help in terms of closures. Once we closed, we take some engagement fee, upfront fee from the brand to come on the board. So it's somewhere around 5 lakh to 15, 20 lakh rupees as well in between. So if we charge 5 lakh rupees upfront fees, that you get 20% of this upfront fees, which is you get straight away 1 lakh rupees out of 5 lakh, which Franchise India has to come. You don't have to do any servicing, only reference passing to us. You get 20% of engagement fees. So here you are getting 40% in first case, which is IFC basic. Then it goes to IFC elite. It will get 50. Once you become elite member, you can get 50%. So then there is a 50% sharing. And once you become pro, then you get 60%, we get 40%. And once you become master, you get 70%, we get 30%. Would mean if in a month you are doing a 10 lakh rupees a business, you get 7 lakh rupees, we get 3 lakh rupees. But Franchise India still continue giving you all the lead structuring, all the brands, all the events, and all the support. So you don't have to invest in marketing, in lead generation, in any event or anywhere. No investment from your side throughout. So that would be paying by Franchise India. So that is wherein you get 40, 50, 60, 70, right? But each segment, if you'll see, all the details would be done by all the servicing would be done by Franchise India. In BD, why it is 20% in each case? Because you don't have to do anything. The same reference passing to us is in this case, in this case, in this case, in this case, you still get 20% of this. Now, when you as a partner, you as an IFC partner, you have sent a reference and we have done a call, we have taken a brand on board. So you get 20% of the onboarding fees. And further, when you start selling franchisee for them, you get 40% again, because then it becomes BS, brand servicing fees. Anyone who sells a franchisee, it will become again 40% for you. So first you will get 20% on board. Anyone who sells a franchisee for the same brand will get 40% of the fees what Franchise India is getting out of each deal. So if I say you take 2 brands, 3 brands, 4 brands on board every month, there is no restriction on that. So you keep on adding your 20% to you. So leads at each level, it will increase. So starting 50 leads minimum, brand leads separate, that keep on doing you, and CRM, you will be having 1 CRM ID to start with. And then we will have 2, 3, 4 CRM IDs also along with you. Because once you grow, your everything will grow. Everything, investments, your investors, IA leads, any leads which you feel like, or participation anywhere will also increase. So once you have 70% sharing, you become master. So that means you can also have +3 CRM IDs. Here 1, then 2, then 3, 4 would mean that you also have your team created, or you want to have your own family member to join you in this business. We can also create another email ID for him or her, and that will be another part of our extension. So more email IDs, more CRM IDs would mean more business, because you get more leads. Minimum 50 leads in each CRM. So later on, we will give you brands, and all brands also we will drive with you. Now, suppose, for example, you have a family member with you, we give training, and we will also train how to do this business, and would also support further. So you can do combinedly, and all the leads will go to you. Now, if I'm talking about how it's going to take you to become our member, if you have to become Franchise India partner, first there is a selection, but there's a license fees, which is one time. That is 4.5 lakh rupees plus GST, what we have discussed initially. It's a one-time fees with Franchise India, because you take our brand, you take our license, and then you become our licensed member. So you have to only invest 4.5 lakh plus GST, and you become Franchise India member in this case. So once you become member, would mean you can work anywhere and everywhere, and you are becoming Franchise India licensed partner, and then you can start interacting with any brand. You can sell any brand. You can also work with any investor anywhere, and your business will grow once you are putting in more time. So if you are involved more, it will be highly rewarding for you, because that is wherein it helps across to structure your portfolio once the brands are there, because brands would depend each person to person, location to location, because brand need to have checked first. If they are looking for expansion in your city, then you can drive. If you want to drive for, suppose you are in Pune, you want to drive for Gujarat, at time it becomes a little difficult, because you may have to go there, you have to meet them. So it is better, what you do is first in your city you can build. All brands are looking for different locations as an expansion. So as per expansions only, we build your portfolio. So this is the presentation which we have gone through. But after this, we will reach out, our team will reach out, we'll have one-on-one discussion with you. Anything you feel like, you can also ask us questions, we'll also ask questions. If at all it seems like we are good to go together, then we will arrange a call, a very simple call, very simple introduction, maybe 5-10 minutes, along with Gaurav, Mr. Gaurav Arya, our Gaurav sir is the chairman, or it can be on Zoom, it can be physical meeting, anywhere, he travels everywhere. It can be physical meeting also, it can be Zoom meeting, it can be phone call, but that 5-10 minutes introduction is must, because he must, he should be seeing that whom we are making our partner, whom we are in doing our business, and who is actually, he will have his own some questions. You also have some of your own questions, but it is only the process driven. So team will reach out, will understand what are you coming from. If you have any query, they can address anything. Second level, for me, I can also come on the call. We can understand where from you are coming and why you want to enter into this business, why you want to work with Franchise India, and why should we take you as a partner. So as I said, we have a selection process in this, which is very tough. Tough in the sense, but if it is not suitable for you, we'll straight away say, it is not suitable for you as of now, so do not come into this. We will build something different for you. We will search something different for you, because we have thousands of brands which are available and which are ready to, we have to serve them, and we can also give you any other opportunity, but through any other IFC partner. That's how IFC partners work, because they do deals, they are deal makers, and we will make you also as a deal maker, because for that you need training, you need to understand this business, fundamentals and processes what we have, and that's what we throughout will take your journey further. So the training program, which is there in corporate office for 3 days, we have a new batch which we are creating. So we'll be also having up to tomorrow is 31st. So once we do the closing, anyone who joins us by today and tomorrow will join the training program. We'll also have the same structure which is available right now. So after April, it will get changed. It will not be similar. So then we have to understand which batch you will go for, but we'll see. Right now we are talking about the coming batch, which is from this webinar. We will have multiple applications, but the fact is we do not take multiple people for multiple locations. We also have some planning strategy, and we also see which is making sense for both of us. We'll definitely take it up. So thank you very much for joining in today. This is actually, the time was 5 to 6. We have consumed our time and you've been very patient. Thank you very much. Our team will reach out to you and will definitely have one-on-one meeting and discussion with you. Anywhere we feel that we can go together for the next level, we can discuss the opportunity further. So thank you very much for joining in. Thanks for your time, and thanks all the panelists who have been there. So please reach out to them, and if there is anything for me or for our chairman, we can come on the call to take it up further. Thank you.
Sure,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thanks a lot,
Thank you,
sir.
sir. Thank you very much.